Hello guys, this is my gym and today I will share my opinions from my gym. On February 12th, 2020, hopefully we are going to organize, not hopefully, when I say hopefully it's not like doubt or something because we don't know if we die tomorrow or not, but everything is set. Most likely Istanbul or Yalova. Yalova is right by Istanbul, the last East versus West we organize here. And this time, most likely it's gonna be Istanbul, but soon we will find out. This event will be East versus West, plus a few other super matches that is not like East versus West. The biggest name in the event is John Brzenk. John Brzenk is coming to pull Khadzimurat Zoloev. John Brzenk is the greatest arm master of all times. He was about 250 pounds, but now he's very near to 240, and he really pushed himself, with the creatine and to make that weight. So probably he soon will be. His normal weight is about 235. So Khadzimurat Zoloev, as you know, that pulls in 90 kg category. Last time he pulled the super match versus Hutchings, he was 94 kg, and he beat Hutchings here. So this time he's gonna pull John Brzenk in Istanbul. And in my book, John Brzenk is the greatest arm master of all times. But if I would make like top 10 list, probably I would rank Khadzimurat Zoloev to the second about the greatest arm masters of all time list. It is because like he was 18 years old. He took second place to Rustam Babayev in 2002 WAF, and starting from 2003, at the age of 19, he became world champion. And he was also 2019 world champion. So 16 years, there has been times that he had some losses versus myself, versus Yanis, versus Tautiev. But like most of the times, he dominated his category. And this year, he had some minor injury, and he took second place versus Plamen Dimitrov. But I later talked with him. He said he is fine, totally fine, and he will be 100% ready for John Brzenk, and it's a great opportunity for him because John has been someone that dominated his own category, weight class, for almost 25 years, with maybe 1-2 losses, but he's in his weight, he was dominant for 25 years, and he was minimum 10 years in those 25 years. He was also the overall best in the world. And now he returned and he pulled 3 super matches around his weight class, and he won all of them. And then he lost Devon, who was probably 30 pounds heavier than him. But he is still, even 250 is not really his class. He is about 230, 235, still with some fat, He's many years he pulled in 90 kg class. And many years he pulled 95 kg at Zloty Tour. So what I will just say that beating John now, while being a super heavyweight guy, beating John at the age of 57 is not really, I mean, no disrespect to John, but Levan could do that, probably Kurdesha could do that, probably Ermes could do that, probably Laletin could do that, probably Michael. I'm not saying that, no disrespect, but let's see how these guys will be pulling when they are 57. And John had put like millions of miles on his arm, and he is coming back after 6 years break. So what I just tried to say that beating John at this age, after all those years, is not like, I mean, especially if you are a super heavyweight guy, is not just like an incredible, thing to do, just let's accept it. But beating John at his weight today, still, I mean, not like beating John in his prime, but still means a lot. Still means a lot. Beating John at his weight right now still means something. It doesn't mean that you beat best of John or something. And not to get me wrong, when I say John is the greatest of all times, the other day, maybe a few weeks ago, John said that other than himself, he ranked me as like greatest arm wrestler of all time or something, But no matter you rank me or Devon or Zoloev or Rustam, whatever, in my book, John is here, and then you give empty space to like 10, and then you say 11, 12, 13. So what I try to say that there is a huge difference between John and the second place guy. It doesn't matter if it's Zoloev or not, I can explain my reasons. I mean, I'm very objective about it. Just don't think that, I don't know what I'm talking about. I really know what I'm talking about. So what I try to say here, John will be 102 kilo on weigh-in. Probably he will be around near 104, 105 kilo on the competition day, next day evening. And Zoloev probably will be, just say, like 95, 96, 97 kilo, just say. And so I'm just saying that it means something to weigh about one weight class below John and being able to beat him. I'm not saying Zoloev will beat him. I'm the organizer. I shouldn't say so many things about about my opinions. People may take it wrong, but you can be 100% sure that everything will be fair and square. It doesn't matter if it's a Turkish athlete or doesn't matter who he is. By the way, the competition quality, till today, I cared more about the athletes level, this and that, But today, in the February 12th, you will see the highest level of the quality about the stage, about the athletes, about the filming, about the broadcasting. 99% it will be by Course Sports. I am organizer, but they will broadcast. We are about to, agree. And so what I just try to say, you will see the highest level of arm wrestling on that day. And so that Zoloev versus John will be very interesting, very interesting. And my opinion, I think I give the edge to John, because I don't know. I don't know what kind of game plan Zoloev is thinking, but Zoloev cannot beat John by top roll. Maybe without the step, he would like to do something, but John would know how to sleep better than Todd Hutchings. So I think it's gonna go strap. In the strap, I don't think Zoloev can top roll John, and he would most likely lose his wrist. Even if both are in a flat wrist position, John will know how to pin him. So I think that the only way for Zoloev to beat John is hooking. And I think that's how I see it, Can he do that or not is another question, but I don't see any other way than hooking option for Zoloev. And there are a lot of other matches, guys. We will have Michael Todd versus Genadi. This is a very important match. I mean, from one side, looks like you see two guys that lost their previous match. Michael lost to Devon and Genadi lost Ermes Gasparini. But just think this way. These guys are not planning to retire from arm wrestling. These guys have eye on top. They can reach or not, but they have eye on top. And they are popular guys, and you know how they are at the table. We're talking about two true warriors. I mean, if you just talk about warriors, you would think of these two guys for sure. And these two lions are wounded, and there is nothing more dangerous than a wounded lion, and we have two of them. One's wound is not so fresh. It's from the last May 28th versus Devon. He recovered physically, mentally, spiritually, he recovered. But he knows that nobody will believe him that he ever has chance to reach the top if he loses to Genadi. So this is win or die for both of them. And Genadi, after many years, he just returned to the table and he lost versus Ermes. Remember, people were thinking that Ermes lost Kurdesha and then probably he's going to lose here as well. Most of the people I saw was thinking that way. But Ermes was also a wounded lion. He lost. I talked with him. He called me, we talked. I said, Ermes, I mean, you are a rising star, future star. You are already a star, but maybe future legend. But if you just lost Kurdesha, if you also lose Genadi, then trust me, you people will not believe that you have potential to reach the top. You have no other option than winning. So now Genadi is in the same position. Genadi needs to beat Michael. I talked with Genadi. Genadi says he is very, 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 very angry. Not with anyone else, with himself, And he said that he already started training. And he said that you will see old me, he said, the warrior, the eagle at the table that can pull in any position with 100%. So that match is probably the most intense match in the world right now. There you will see two wounded lions will try to survive, Yeah, this is how I see it. And other than that, we have Schoolboy versus Evan Bergen. I think that I will make separate videos. And people says that, Evan Bergen, Schoolboy, why we said it, it is how it happened that Schoolboy's brother, Alex, he said that Evan Bergen all the time. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. If I'm pronouncing wrong, I apologize. This is how I see in my language. This is how I would pronounce. So if it is different, I will learn how to do it. Next time I will pronounce correct as much as I can. So he said that, Alex said that Evan and Schoolboy are two opposite characters. He said that Schoolboy is just quiet, respectful, and he's very popular, but he doesn't really like to have so much attention, spotlight on him. And from other side, you can see Evan, close friend of Devon Larat, and he is like very, outspoken, challenging, beer drinking, cursing, with a beard like this. And he said that Evan all the time has been, saying that, he can beat Schoolboy, he can beat Schoolboy, he can beat Schoolboy. And he said, finally, in one of the arm wrestling forums, he said, okay, yeah, I mean, you wanna beat my brother? Okay, just go reach Engin and ask him to set the match. So he reached me. He said, yeah, Schoolboy's brother told me, Alex told me that, you may set. And I said, okay, if you want, if you really believe you can. He said, yeah. He said that he's just like a youth champion, has never been in the real arm wrestling, adult arm wrestling. And he said he's gonna beat him. And he's now training with Devon, and he's every day making a video that he's gonna do a desperation move, and then he's gonna yell at me, because I hate desperation move. He said, okay, I will go to Homo Engin and do the desperation move there and yell at Engin, and he said he thinks it's fun, But I reminded him it's the WAF rules. Once the shoulder goes, immediately he will be warned to bring the shoulder up. I wish that it should be direct foul, but if you are applying for the WAF rule, I think WAF rule hopefully is gonna change this year. Next year, 2020, for a direct foul, we are gonna propose that as Turkish Federation. And so, but here, once he's warned, in same second he needs to go up. He doesn't go up, he's gonna get a foul. I hope he's not gonna pull that way. He's gonna pull in an orthodox way. And I don't know how he's training, but it will be interesting. Other than that, the legendary Rambat, he will be here, and he will be pulling with left arm with Efe Kömek, who had the super matches with right and left versus Herman Stevens in the East versus West one. And they are gonna pull left arm. In fact, Chen Shao versus Efe with right arm was set, but Efe got injured in WAF when he was pulling versus Sandris, Sedis from Latvia. So Efe can't pull. He's seriously injured from his elbow, he can pull with left arm. So Chan's left is not that good. So we set Efe versus Rambet with left arm with 115 kg limit. Efe was about 125 kilo when he pulled Herman Stevens. So he will be 115 this time. And I talked with Ron. He said he's 112 kilos. So Ron is very heavy and in good shape right now. And they will pull left arm. And then we will also have with right arm Rambet versus Zurab Tavberidze. You know, the Zurab that we remember is 85 kilo, you know, world champion guy. But Zurab is right now about 100 kilo and he is in incredible shape. And then I don't think that it will be an easy time for Rambet. And he's I mean, for sure a legend, you know, he's just like, I mean, he's, if there was no John Brzenk, then probably from about North America, we would be talking about Rambet today. And we are still talking about Rambet, but not like John Brzenk. So anyway, so they will be pulling. Also, Zurab will pull with Jonathon Breda, close friend of Herman Stevens with left arm. Jonathon will try to take the revenge of his close friend. But of course, he's not pulling Efe, but still, you know, from the east, we can say that he's gonna pull with Zurab Tavberidze. Zurab's left arm is also rock, but Jonathon says that he's gonna surprise me. Let's see how it will be. And we have Chance Shaw versus Sandris. I told Chance that Sandris is favorite of this match, and Chance said that he will be minimum 10-15% better than his shape that was versus John Brzenk. And also remember 2 weeks before the East versus West, Sandris will pull arm wars. And I think 2 weeks is enough to recover, you know, as long as there's no pain or something. And I still think that Sandris is favorite, but let's see what Chance is planning. But interesting thing is that, as far as I know, Chance is coached by Yanis Amolins, who is also team captain of or friend or coach, or I don't exactly know, of Sandris. You know, it's also interesting thing. Other than that, yeah, there are more matches. We have Hutchings versus Yordan Tsonev. So, in fact, I will admit this. I will admit. I think I will mention about the half of the matches in this video, and then probably I will, because there are more matches. There are more matches, and also I will admit that there is one guy, Sergei Bogoslov, from Russia. And we knew him 85-90 kilo range, and I was told by Ivan Matushenko that he's 110 kilo right now, and I was like, oh, even when he was 85-90, he was incredible. If he is 110 kilo, I think that, you know, Yordan is about 102 kilo, and I think he's gonna beat Yordan. And I sent a message to Sergei Bogoslov, but I told the guy who was going to give the message to Sergei, offer to pull Hutchings. I said, just wait for the match. After he wins, you know, ask him. And because I thought that he was going to win, but somehow Yordan just surprised me. He just went there and won 3-2. And I was like, okay, I mean, Yordan won. And Yordan really deserves to pull Hutchings. You know, it is not that easy to beat Hutchings. If you are not a flash pin guy, you know, if you are not a top roller, if you are going inside, and especially if you are not like as explosive as Rustam Babayev, and I don't really remember, you know, this guy in a hook, any guy that he stopped, you know, he just, I mean, he beats. It's near impossible to beat this guy inside. So now he's gonna pull Yordan Tsonev. I asked Yordan, he said he is 102 kilo and he's okay till 105 kilo limit, and Hutchings versus Yordan. So we will see, you know, how the things will go, but I expect a war, and I just can't imagine anyone having better endurance inside match than Hutchings. But like we always think about something that is how we learn the new things. I don't know if we are gonna learn something new or not, but I mean, let's see if Yordan is going to teach us something that at least I didn't know, because Sasha couldn't do and Krasimir couldn't do. I don't know. I don't know if Yordan is gonna do, but Yordan is very young, has very bright future. Let's see how it will be. By the way, if you are wondering, why Sasha is not set as it was announced some time ago, Sasha has injured his chest here even before Rob Regent match, and he pulled that match. And after that, he decided that he is not gonna compete with right arm until he totally heals up. And he didn't compete Europeans, he didn't compete wars, so he decided to rest. And I sent him a message by Bojidar, and he said he can't say for sure he can pull or not. So I had to set someone and announce the match. But looks like right now, Tsonev is not behind. Sasho probably was 87, 88 kilo or something at Armors. Tsonev 102, maybe he will be 105 kilo. And I think he will be maybe even better opponent versus Tatachin, since his reach is longer. Let's see how it will be. And I will write. I will add the matches, rest of the matches, what they are. But I will make my comments about them and give my opinions in maybe later video. And so, thank you guys for watching, and I ask you guys to support the event, and I really love this community. I love arm wrestling, and I don't consider myself as an organizer. I just consider myself someone who really loves arm wrestling and serves arm wrestling. And if you guys support this event, I hope to do more events, and then we will enjoy, because on the social media all the time, this guy versus this guy, that guy versus that guy. The reason that I make East versus West has never been to create a hostility or something, never. In fact, the guys came here last time, East versus West, they became just like very good friends, they get to know each other, everything was great. It is because like West pulls at West, East pulls at East, they never get to pull each other. So this is for like something unification of the arm wrestling world. This is my dream, and these guys deserve opportunity. They just sit and wait. They train. Other sport disciplines, they are very popular. Their best athletes are treated like superstars and this, while our athletes don't get what they deserve enough. Of course, I can also provide them exactly what they deserve, but let's do something for them. And then they are training. While they are training, keep them busy, with pulling instead of just sitting and waiting. Yeah. So this is good that, to as a bridge, between East and West. You can say that why always West is coming to the East. I'm from here. I'm sorry, and like I have abilities to organize an event here, but I don't think that any of the Western friends feel themselves like somewhere, like I always invite them. We have known each other. In fact, I know Western pullers closer than the Eastern pullers because of the language barrier with the Eastern pullers, I never sat and talked with Khadzimurat ever. Never sat and talked with Morozov ever. Never had like talk with schoolboy or like English speaking ones. Yes, we have talked, but other guys, we have been communicating since I also used to live in US between 97 and 2003, and I have much more friends over there. I know John, I know Ron since 97. Anyways, guys, these are the things that I want to share for now. Please support the event. If you support, I can serve our messaging even more. As I said, I'm not an organizer. Just take me as someone who likes to make the dreams come true. Not only the community's dream, it's also my dream too. I will enjoy. I will be organizer, but I will just sit and enjoy. I love it, just when they just, for example, put Khadzimurat and John there. I mean, just imagine the titles that they have. I mean, probably as I wrote on Facebook, that the stage will collapse because of the weight of the greatness. Imagine that, right in front of you, Michael Todd and Genadi pulling, or Todd Hutchings and Tsonev pulling, There are more. You will see on the description section. I will put all the matches there. But I will give my opinions little by little, And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care.